At our house, we love Kefir smoothie. We make it almost every morning, and almost every morning, it's entirely gone. So today I want to share with you one of our family favorite recipes. We start with our homemade kefir that has already been second fermented. If you need a video on how to do this, I've got a short and sweet video right here for you that you should watch. It's also linked down in the description if you don't see it here on the screen. This one was second fermented with orange peels, and I love the aroma that this gives. It's just such a fresh, wonderful aroma. So the first thing you do is you remove the peels. Now you can strain it, but since it's second fermented, it's going to be a little bit thick. So I'm just going to pull it out and then use a spatula to scrape off any of the kefir cream that is stuck to it. And just a little tip here, this usually works better with a smaller spatula, but I couldn't find my small one, so I had to deal with the big one. Then you just stir it up to smooth it all out and make sure that you've got all of those big sugary chunks out of your kefir. When it looks all clear, go ahead and add the kefir to your blender. I usually have about 2 cups worth of kefir. Then add about a teaspoon worth of vanilla. I usually use 1 or 2 lids full. I'm not very good at measuring for my smoothie. But then you put in a couple of dashes of clove. And then you want to put in maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. And I would say about the same amount of nutmeg. So about a 1/4 teaspoon. And then I would say a full teaspoon of cinnamon. Maybe make that 2 teaspoons. Maybe a tablespoon. And I got a little excited here and started blending it before I put in my sweetener. So once I realized that, I turned it back off and added a whole ripe banana. If I have more people eating it, sometimes I will have 2 ripe bananas. And if they're not super ripe, I definitely use 2. Now these ones are fresh, which means it's going to be a little bit warmer. Usually I like to freeze the bananas so it's nice and cold. So put the lid on and you're ready to blend it. And you want to blend it on high speed until that banana, especially a frozen banana, is entirely blended up. I have a Vitamix, so it doesn't usually take very long. When I need this to act more like a full breakfast, I definitely add nuts like walnuts, pecans, or cashews to the mix. Then when it's finished, I'll take the lid off and double check that there aren't any chunks. I'll give it a little stir with my spatula, not using a metal spoon because that weakens the good bacteria in the kefir. And when we're happy with it, time to serve it up with breakfast. And once again, we are using wood and glass cups because metal cups, as we said before, weaken the good bacteria in the kefir. And the whole point of this is to help our health, is to benefit our digestive tract. Anyway, when we drink this, it's got a little bit of an autumn harvest flavor to it, a little bit of that pumpkin spice feel to it. So it works really well in the fall, but frankly, I like it all year round. And so does everyone else in the family. And if you haven't tried kefir yogurt, you definitely got to try that. Go check out my video on kefir yogurt. And if you want the kefir cheese recipe, you should subscribe because that will be coming out soon. And if this video was helpful, give it a like, and I'll see you on the next Desert Forest Gardens adventure, which you can watch right here. I'll see you there.